Hey everybody, this is JL with Bluebonnet Properties, and kind of doing some spring chores around the house, and thought I would show you one that y'all can do that'll maybe save you a little bit of money and makes your house look a little bit better. So what we're going to do today is we're going to replace a screen off of a screen window. Works the same for doors, and I can show you that too. But super easy, really cheap, and can save you some money, and it helps a lot. So you can see our cat has decided to, gnaw through the screen in one of our windows. So we're going to replace that. We've got to get rid of it. It's kind of nasty. So some of the tools that y'all need real quick, just go to whatever home improvement store you want and grab you some screen. I got a big roll because that way I can do several projects. Then you're going to need just some scissors and a little screwdriver, maybe some pliers. You may or may not need these. I use a couple of clamps. You'll see. You can use duct tape instead if you don't have clamps handy. And then you need one of these little roller tools. They're kind of handy, and you get them at wherever home improvement store, Home Depot or whatever. Some of them, I had a pack that actually came with this in the roll, so that's where I got mine. But anyway, that's kind of all that you're gonna need. Oh, and then just like a sharp edge, Sharpie razor blade to trim off the ends once you're done. So the first thing we're going to do is we got to get out the old gasket so we can get the old screen off. And this is just, I've pried it up. Use the little screwdriver for this and just kind of dig it down in here and pry that up. And then, sometimes these will be super stiff and you have to use some needle nose pliers or something to pull them out of the track. This one's really easy. So you just pull it out from all across here, all the way around. Should be no big deal. And now we can pop the screen out. So go ahead and lift this up off of its track. Oh, I kind of made an assumption on one point that you'd know how to get your screen out. So I can show you that real quick. See these little tabs? If you ever look at your windows and they've got these little tabs, to get the screen out of your window frame, you pull up on that little tab and then just angle it out. And then to put it back in, you put the top in first, pull up on the little tab, and snap it back in. It's pretty easy. Probably you already know well how to do that, but we skipped that part. So pull all this out, and you can see there's kind of some nasty stuff that's gotten stuck in there over the years. My wife really loves that I do these in the living room. I try and do them by, any good china or anything that she doesn't want to get messy. Lisa loves that. So, beware. Okay, we're going to pull this out. Then you take out the screen mesh. I've already done one, so to make it a little quicker. And you want it to be a little bit longer and a little bit wider than what you need. You just kind of roll it out like this, and then this is where I use my clamps, or you could use duct tape, whichever. And I clamp it down right here, and I'll probably clamp it down here, and I do have another one. I don't know if I need it, but I can clamp it down. Oh, the kids have wound it all the way up. These things are super fun for kids. They love them. Alright, we can put that one right there. We can get it to climb back up. Alright, that just kind of holds it into place. You don't have to have all four corners. As a matter of fact, I kind of like to leave one corner open so that you can use that as your starting point, and it's got some free move. Now, with the gasket, you can see this one is in not that bad a shape. A lot of times, there's one bad spot. A lot of times you can reuse these, so you don't have to buy more. The one kit that I had came with a bunch of it, so I've got some new replacement. If you need it, you can buy it at your home improvement store. Like I say, sometimes it comes in a kit. A lot of times you can reuse them. So is what you do to put it back, let me come over here, is you just start in the free end where I was, and you just start to push it into the track with your fingers a little bit. You go along here, and then you take this, there's two ends on this. There's a slotted end and a pointy end. And you take the slotted end if it's the round cord. So there's different types of cord depending on what kind you have. And you just roll that thing in and just push down on it. Be careful not to cut the screen as you're rolling it in, and just gently roll that down till it's in the groove again, like that, and you just kind of feed along, rolling as you go. When you get to the corners, you just make the corner, come back around. Your corners a lot of times are going to stick up a little bit at first, and then you're going to go back with a little mini screwdriver or something and tuck them back in. But you know, really, it's as simple as that. You just roll it out like that, and then we'll take a razor knife or whatever, and just once we're done, go through and just trim all of this, you know, being careful not to cut on the inside of your cord area. Cut against the frame on the outside of your gasket area. Trim off the edges, and boom, you're ready to slide it back in. I'll show you real quick. Come this way. Follow me. You can do this for screen doors or regular windows. This is one that I've done, again, in Lisa's fancy room where she has all of her nice stuff, and got a bunch of dirt in here. But it's done, and we can put it on. See, where I trimmed off, there's a bunch of leftover area, and we'll snap this back in, and now that the weather's warm, we should be able to, you know, get some use out of it. Go, man. Do you want to say anything? Alright, go, man. Thanks, guys. Bye.